If you're like me, you seriously got to take the time to figure out, is it working for you or not? Should you keep it or should you ultimately just let it go? So today we're going to go through my 2025 mid-year planner lineup, and I want to show you all that I have.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan.
So currently in front of me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 planners in front of me, including my Franken planner, which is putting a lot of these pieces together. I want to show you what's working, what's not working. The Franken planner I'm going to put to the side because I want to show you exactly how I put all of this together. And we're just going to clear the table and bring this in one by one. So first we have my Skinny Mini. This was not in my 2025 planner lineup initially. However, I included it because I wanted something nice and small to go ahead and decorate. I was pretty much just the person that just had to have it, just to have it. This was purchased literally just to play around with. So there are some weeks where I did decorate. I don't remember what month I bought this in, probably here. So there are some spreads that I was able to decorate. I never bought this with the intention to actually use it, even though I feel like it's not a bad option for an on-the-go planner. So here's just some pages that I did decorate. I think that might be it. Oh boy. Was this even worth buying just to decorate? I really enjoyed decorating it though. So this is gonna stay just for me to play around and decorate it. Now another planner that is around just to play around and decorate, that is the Skinny Classic. I'm not sure if I included this inside of my 2025 planner lineup to begin with. I think I got this after the year started. But again, another planner that I purchased just to decorate, not to actually use. Because I really enjoy just decorating. And I purchased this early in the year, so I was a little more consistent in the beginning. And then there's like random pages throughout that I did continue to decorate. Now, for planners that I should be using, this was my mini classic. I want to say this was classic vertical because I did go all vertical this year because that was my plan. And I was using this planner as my fitness planner. Blanked out a little bit. I started to jot down like breakfast, lunch, dinner that I had. Started to write down like my measurements, but I slowly fell off of this planner. I wasn't going to the gym the way I really wanted to. I wasn't doing anything outside of Pilates, and it just felt like I was writing the same things over and over and over, and then I just couldn't do it anymore. So, to be honest, this mini vertical is gonna be out. I don't know if it's the vertical layout for me, but it's cute to decorate. However, I wasn't using it. Also, I want to mention the size also played a role in why I haven't been able to use it. So I typically walk around with a backpack, and in my backpack, because I'm a teacher, I have my teacher planner in there, and then I also have my Franken planner in there. And my teacher planner was a big planner for the year, and then my Franken planner was a classic size, and then to walk around with this mini size, it became too much for me. So there is going to be a change about how I'm going to be tracking my fitness in my planners. And I'll show you that in a little while. Love it, but it's out. Guys, when I tell you I really wanted this to work, I really wanted it to work. This is my Hemlock and Oak. I absolutely just love the sleekness of it. I love the paper quality of this planner. However, your girl wasn't really using the planner to its full potential. So I started out the year with trying to use it, trying to figure out, a groove in there. I felt like I needed hourly planning somehow in my planner. And then at some point I just started decorating and nothing was going in here. So obviously I probably like to decorate, more than anything else. But however, I was not using it to its full potential. And I just honestly I just had to give it up. I absolutely loved how I decorated in here though. But I really just had to give this planner up. So this is going to be out. I'm not sure if how I would really continue to use it. I see some people use hemlock and oaks for journaling. I wish I had kind of like daily pages instead of a weekly, hourly thing. And I think I might just have to tell myself the hourly thing is not working for me. The reason why I included this hemlock and oak weekly, hourly planner into my lineup was because I wanted to get a little more detailed into my day to figure out what's really going to happen when. But again, sizing of my planners, this has to stay on its own. I cannot customize it into my Franken planner with everything else. So I was not going to be walking around with an extra planner just to figure out what I was going to do hourly. So unfortunately, I love the hemlock and oak planner. If you're good with this type of like hourly planning, I would honestly purchase this planner any day. Love the quality of it. However, it just did not work for me. And I just had to stop forcing it to try to work for me. All right, this next planner in my lineup, this was a custom planner that I got from the Happy Planner. This is the checklist layout. And guys, when I tell you I fell in love with the checklist layout this year, I felt like it just never failed me. I just absolutely really enjoyed, I gotta fill that out. I just absolutely really enjoyed the checklist layout. Like, this was just so wonderful in my life, honestly. So this is going to stay. This next planner in my lineup, this is my faith planner. I Franken planned this in the beginning of the year. If you would like to see how this is set up and all the components that go with it, go ahead and check out that video. I will probably link it in the cards. So, or you can just go to my planner setup playlist and you can check that out. So with this planner, I started out with my one word of the year, scriptures. Sometimes I go in and I just write scriptures that align to a certain kind of theme. I use this quad layout from Live Love Posh because I felt like it had enough room to pretty much write down the scriptures that I was writing out. So I absolutely love this. And I like decorating in it as well throughout my planner. Only one time I really had to add in like a little extra to it, but this is my faith planner and this is going to stay. Something I haven't done well with in my faith planner, I did want to journal a little more, and I find that because I don't take out some of the pieces, I believe I had like a horizontal layout back here. Because I don't take out these pieces month to month, I find that I have not been like writing down any prayers or journaling after I read scriptures. And I haven't been doing my Bible study the way I really wanted to. And I feel as if because I haven't been taking out all of the pieces month to month from this planner, I've only been scripture writing consistently. However, this is going to stay in my lineup. All right, this next planner in my lineup is another Franken planner. This is my social media planner where I do use the monthly layout. Just gonna go to a month I know I haven't used yet because there are some private things in here, but I can probably show you a few things. So I started out with the monthly layout and then I go into the regular classic vertical for this planner. This absolutely works for me. So I keep it the way it is. In case you're curious, week to week, I'll write down like things like my goals, my PR tasks, what am I doing, if there's any like releases or something coming out, announcements that need to be made, I will do that inside of this planner. And this planner will stay. So the vertical and my checklist layout do work for me in the classic size. Another Franken planner I did in the beginning of the year. This is another vertical layout. I use this as my budget planner. Again, going to a month I haven't used. This, I Franken planned the monthly layout with my own inserts and inserts that I received from others to put together my budget planner. I don't know if I said this for the vertical layout. It's absolutely not a vertical layout. This was a monthly layout, and then I included inserts in it in case I did mess that up. So this is my budget planner. It is staying. I've been getting a lot better with it as I've been making tweaks to my budget. If you have not checked out some of my videos, I am trying to go completely cash envelope system, but it's taking a little while. And I'll include you in on that journey as well. So there's some changes that need to be made, and I just wanted to pull out my July Franken planner just to help you guys, understand the changes that I am making and why it's going to make sense for me. So here I have my July Franken planner. I do have a video with setting this planner up, and I do my scripture writing in my faith section. As you can see, I like to write out the full month. I realize that has worked a lot better for me. And then I go back and I read it as we go through the month. So there are pages in here that are decorated. And I haven't really gone through with like flipping through these pages. And I feel like I should do a video flipping through these pages. Let me know if that's something you are interested in. I'll do the full 6 months of the year. There's nothing personal in here. Just showing how I set up my checklist layout. I didn't do my monthly for July here, but I still need to do it. This is just how I just set things up. I think I have one that's like a work in progress. This week hasn't come up yet. So that's just how I use it. Then I have my social media section, which is back here. I have my budget section. Now, remember I told you guys that my fitness planner wasn't working out for me. So what I have purchased that will be included inside of my monthly Franken planner is the Live Love Posh 4-month weekly fitness inserts. So I will start to include a fitness section in my Franken planner, and I'll be including some of these pages. If you want to see any videos with like how I'm going to use it, put it in the comment section down below. All right, now besides just the fitness planner needing to now go into my monthly Franken planner, there's another planner I just want to talk about really quickly. Now this big thingamajig was my teacher planner that I did use for the year. I chose this big size initially because of course I'm going to be getting papers that's 8.5 by 11 to include inside of my planner, which is something like this. I don't even know why I have this because I don't teach 3rd grade, I teach 4th grade. So I have papers like this that are given to me, just little rubrics that are given to me that I need to include. Like papers are given to you all the time, and I'm sticking in extra things as well as I'm like mapping out units. And that is why I preferred the big. However, the big ended up going back and forth with me every single day to school. So I was walking around again with my big teacher planner and my Franken planner inside of my book bag. No matter how much I try, I just cannot leave my classic size Franken planner at home. And I wanted to leave this in school for the year, but that was just not working out for me. So you guys can see exactly what I've done with the extra pages that get put in here. I started off the year actually putting the pages in here where I can take them out, put them in. That was my class schedule. Post-its are going everywhere. This year, what I'm going to do, and in case you just wanted to see how I used it, and I'm going to tell you, once school hits in September, things get away from me. So I didn't even get a chance to like decorate my monthlies for the year, or I barely did it. but I did use the inside of this planner as much as I could. And I want to say these are like my favorite pages that I had in this planner. These are all stickers from my Tina Sticker Co. and the dolls are from Stick with Katie, in case you want to know. And I wanted to do more like plan with me's with this planner, and I did not. So instead, your girl got a custom happy planner that I will be putting together soon in a video. I haven't even opened up this box. I was gonna open up this box, but I'm just gonna save it for another video. This is still the teacher layout that you did just see inside of the big. And if you wanna see that setup, make sure you are subscribed to my channel, hit the notification bell if you want to know when I post videos, and you won't miss it. But it's coming up very, very soon. Last but not least in my planner lineup is my journal. Now, in the beginning of the year, I did start out the journal with the thought that I would journal every single day. And I have learned this year that I have to give myself some grace. So just to show you some pages that are not personal, and in case you're wondering, this is a happy planner journal, bullet journal. So I was decorating the pages and I was putting dates on the pages. This absolutely was not working out for me, putting dates on the pages. And it caused me to just skip ahead in the journal, skip a lot of pages, start fresh. And I've learned to do my decorating and dates are not included anymore. I really enjoy putting together, some pages. So I decorate in advance and then I go back and I writing them whenever I feel like it. It is not a pressure for Dile to do anymore. So that's that. So just to recap my planner lineup, just to see what is staying. What is staying is going to be my budget planner, which is a monthly layout that I do have my own inserts that I include. Also staying is my social media planner, which includes a monthly layout and the classic vertical. I am also keeping the fabulous vertical checklist layout. I absolutely love it. That is staying in, again, in the classic size. And my faith planner, which includes the Live Love Posh quad layout inserts. That is staying. My Franken planner keeps me going, which is all the planners that I include into this one planner month by month. But the addition that I'm going to be making are including fitness pages as well as teacher pages for the year coming up. I honestly will continue just decorating these two planners whenever I feel like it. No pressure in trying to do that. And then I'll also be keeping in my journal. So let me know in the comment section down below, how is your mid-year planner lineup looking? Are you adding anything? Are you taking out anything? Are you making a whole complete change? I love to know what you guys are doing. These are my absolute favorite videos to watch. And I love to just hear from you. So until next time, happy planning. Bye.